We've always loved basketball, obviously, and we wanted to do something for our community. I think there is a lot of talent here in East Auckland, but there's not necessarily a hub for them to train. Glen Innes Rise basketball for us, the best way we explain it is it's a space. It kind of started off as an off-season project, and we were already doing it, we just didn't have a name for it. Sione was kind of, in the off-season, the top high school players from around East, South, Central Auckland were coming together at Tongan College, and Sione was doing skill development with them. And so that was kind of their space to work on their game and improve in the months of October, November, December, January, February, just before the season started. I guess for us, it's like we want to make it cool to be from GI, because it is cool to be from GI. You know, a lot of people have GIs in the bad spotlight in the media a lot of times for crime and whatnot, but there's actually so much going on here, so much talent here, and if we can affect it in one way, and that's through basketball, we're going to try to do it the best we can, and that's why we're super proud to represent this place. We try to make it a fun space, but we also try to make it a space where a lot of trainers and skill developers might be working on physical skills, but we really try to train the mental skills, mental approach and decision making. And in translation, we try to get that decision making challenge on court, off court as well. We see the same thing. If you see a situation on the basketball court, that sometimes is the same situation in an exam, or the same situation when someone's sick in your family. How do you get over those barriers, and how do you problem solve to try to help whoever is in need? So we get together with our boys and we just open up about our everyday feelings. A lot of the boys have a lot of pressure on themselves to perform not only on the basketball court but for their families. For men especially, it's like Polynesian men, it's not cool to speak about your feelings and stuff, so that's something we're trying to create, is this environment where they can be open and honest and not be afraid to be open.
I think also the most valuable time in our workouts, like we get a lot of work done and we get lots of quality work done in the session, but a lot of the best times are before the sessions and after the sessions. Yeah. And it's just talking about what happened in the NBA, how's your daughter, how's your mom, how's that girl you're trying to pursue and date kind of thing. And it's those little talks and those relationships that kind of build our program. Growing up Tongan, and you know, like a lot of Polynesian people will know, everything's family and everything's hands-on, everyone plugs in, everyone gets their hands dirty, all this food to cook, and it's like, we grow up that way, so that's the only way we know. We don't set out to be role models, but we know we're in a place where Tongan kids and island kids in general and people from GI look up to us, and so if we're in a place like that, we've got to do it justice. We have a responsibility to make sure that we do the best we can in this situation. We're serving people, we've got to give the best quality we can, and that's just a typical Golonga Tonga thing that we grew up with.
Recently it's been pretty cool because we've seen a lot of the boys get NBL contracts, and some of the guys get American college scholarships, like a Māori fella from Otahu, Isaac Rossetto. He's like killing in America now, and when he was here during the COVID pandemic, I was training with him every day, so just to see it translate onto the court, it's like a great feeling knowing that you're a small help in that.
My name is Pepe Mosia. I'm Samoan, Māori, Pākehā, 21, and I've been playing basketball for about 6 years. Yeah, so I signed with Tiger Nuggets just recently, and these guys have helped me out a lot. I started playing basketball pretty late, so I had a lot to work on skill-wise. I feel like they've really sped my development up a lot. I'd say the most meaningful the parts of working with them would be like the chats like after workouts, or you know, the times we spend time together off the court. I feel like that makes what we do on the court a lot more special.
They mean everything, like as cheesy as that sounds, like they do. And you know, like we talk to them pretty much every day, and we talk about them every day. My dream for the kids is like, we can say NCAA and college and NBL and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, 100%, that's what we want. But we just want the best experience for these kids. And sometimes that might be, their prime might be winning the YMCA Challenger Series. It might even be just winning the local rec league season. But as long as they're confident in that space and they can perform to their best, and we help them the most we can, then that's kind of all we can hope for and wish for on whatever level they're at.